What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to Minion Simulator, where today it is all about trading. I have 126 million gold and I want to be broke. I want to aim for those huge minions. I want to buy the rarest pets. I want to buy and sell stuff. So we're going to do all of that later on. Joining me right here is Seb. Seb is one of the viewers on here. I had the pleasure of meeting him in game. And look at that. Look at all of those holographic Hydras and Jason. That is a very strong team. That is 50 billion pet power in the front row, and in the back row is 30 billion. That is a really awesome team. So sit back, relax, do whatever you need to do, and watch what happens, because the first trade has been done last week. Exact date would be Monday when the sale was on, and this is the trade. Now, judging by the store icon with the sale 20% off and the timing on the left hand side, you can know that this has been done on Monday of last week. And during that time, the huge minion had a price of like 200 to 220 million, and I managed to get it for 150 million. However, today, I'm still not at a loss for this huge minion. Maybe I'll eventually be, but as of today, look at this. A lot of people are selling it for 180 million. A lot are getting it for like 160 million. I still have not heard of anyone on Discord who would buy it for 150 million. Now, I'm kind of confident that if I didn't add like the ultra lucky, I'm pretty sure if I only gave the plus 16, they would most definitely accept, because people love game passes. They are so hard to obtain, they're so expensive. But look at this, after I purchased that, I saw this with the guide. I was like, what the heck is this? Top 25 exclusive. I'm pretty sure that they put that custom there, like, you never know. And he was like, oh, I got this, trade me. And I was like, okay, fine, what is this? And when I looked at it, 25 exist, and it's an exclusive. And when I researched about it on Discord before I even got back to the trade, I realized that this minion is so rare that it was only rewarded to the top 25 people on the leaderboard, but the previous run, because if you remember this one, this was the current ones, they just gave the prizes away to people. This minion here is rewarded to the top 25 people, but this minion has a specific, like, I think it has like a sidekick enchant, so it is worth much more than that. So if I'm not mistaken, this minion behaves like a huge minion. Like it has these different things. There's also a minion that has like buddy enchant. It's not 100% like a huge one, but it has like a certain percentage where it's like 25% or 50% or 75% as strong as your best pet. And that's how it is. Now look at this. Look at the amount of game passes that were traded to get that same Eagle Hound. The game passes alone have an equivalent of 72 million gold just for the game passes. The Astral Butterfly, which is in the bottom left, the 7 billion powered pet, is like 2.5 currently. I'm not too sure about those exclusives, but they are old and they are pretty tough to get. Now here's the downside of live trading. Sometimes the person that you're trading, they don't even give you any time to think. You either trade what you think you know and just do it up front, or that's it. If you try to come back for another offer, they won't accept. I wouldn't accept. If someone ever tells me, wait, I need time to think, I know that they're gonna go and ask for a win or lose, and people are gonna tell them whatever it is, like based on current market values. So basic common sense, why would I trade someone who goes and asks opinions and they tell them, oh, that's a win, and they come back to me? I don't accept a loss on my end. I'm sorry, that's not happening for me. So a lot of people think the same way, which is perfectly okay, and I really respect that. And what I did here was I was stalling. I was actually on my other device looking it up, seeing if it's worth it or not. I had the offer there. This was a safe offer for me. 21 million gold was like the safest I can do, and if they declined it, it would give me enough time to even think of a backup, because I really wanted that. But then the person caught me by surprise. What they actually wanted was a triple chest. That was it. And then I was like, okay, so no gold. They're like, yeah, they want a game pass. And I was like, okay, fine. Triple chest and plus 8 equip together, but no gold, and that's it. I can do that. And they're like, yes. Now at the time, triple chest was easily sold for 14 million. Right now, you can barely get like 13 million out of it. 1 million doesn't make a difference. And then the plus 8, it gets sold between 7 to 8. I sell them for 8 million. So I'm gonna say that the total cost is 22 million. 22 million gold is exactly the amount that I paid to get this Eagle Hound, and there are only 25 of them, and it was the previous top 25 leaderboard prize. So that is That was phenomenal. That was an amazing trade, and let's check it out. Let's see how it looks like up close, and look at that, it's even covering Jason's face. Hey, poor Jason. Once this game gets bigger, and it will eventually be something huge, this game is gonna be huge. Like, I'm gonna tell you guys from now, it's gonna be such a huge game in the future. This minion will eventually have an insane value. Like, the bigger the game gets, it's gonna just like attract a lot of people who would really want to have that. Moving on to this secret minion, the Golden Jackson Skelly, it is worth between 6 million to 6.5 million. The Dark Witch is 400 to 450,000. I know I overpaid, but that's the last one I needed to get the Dark Matter one. And it's so tough to find. It's really tough to get. Here are examples of stuff that I sell on my stand. The super storage is sometimes really tough. It's so annoying to try to sell it. People are willing to pay like 7.7, 8 million gold, but it's kind of tough. For that same amount of Robux, I would buy the +8 instead of super storage, unless someone asks for it. The triple chest, 15 million, that's the old price. I think it's 13 or 14 maybe currently. And then the more storage, never sell for less than 2 million. One of the most popular and most selling game passes in this game is the +8 equip. And they easily go for 8 million. That's like the minimum. Don't sell it for 7 million, 7.5, 8 million is the minimum that you need to trade for it. Like, a really quick example is, check this out, look at this trade. That's the +8, 9 million there. So what I did was I traded the triple chest, which is 13 million or 14 million, and I made between 2 to 3 million gold more, and here I made 1.7 million. So that's a huge win for me. And this is what I do. This is the +8 equip. I sell for 8 million, no questions asked. Like, people would beg, people will ask for less, and I just don't do it. Now this, the ultra lucky game pass, it's between 7 to 18 million, but I noticed that I can sell them for 20 million. This is maybe like the second or third time within the week that I've done it. And I'm successful with those trades. So the ultra lucky is one of the game passes that I needed. Now the +16 actually it went up in value for whatever reason. Like, even though the store, they decreased the amount of Robux that it cost. Like, it used to cost like 2,200 or 2,100. Now it's 1,700 and something. And even doing so, it's still like worth more. It used to be 32 million, then 35, 36 is what I sell it for. Now, what I will not offer for a high price is this huge Jackson Skelly that I just got, this is like maybe number 2 or 3. I believe this is like the second one. This was done last week, and this is decreasing in value so fast that maybe a lot of people can't actually afford one. Whenever I see a person in the trading plaza walking around with huge minions, as long as it's not a huge Jackson Skelly, I will offer for it. I am looking for a huge Gorilla King, I'm looking for a huge Axolotl, looking for even a huge Phantom at a decent price, but this is what I tried to find, and the huge creepy smiley I can't get enough of. And I just offered 4 of these triple chests. I was hoping that they would ask for more, like to start the trade, and I'm willing to trade 5 of them for that minion. As of right now, for the next day, second day, or third day, maybe not, so they said no. Now let's look at this trade. What you see in front of you is me willing to trade 3 triple chests and a +8, all of which have a total value between 47 to 50 million. Let's see. For an example, it is 50 million what you see in front of you, the 3 chests and that +8. Let's say it is 50 million. What is worth 50 million? You can get one pet, one normal minion for 50 million. You cannot get this for 50 million. This is a miracle. You can't get this at this time for 50 million, or game passes with 50 million for that. So this became another win for me, and it has been an amazing, like last week, this week, absolutely amazing time. The beauty of this game is you don't need to have a lot of Robux, you don't need to spend in the game, you can enjoy just as much as I am at this moment if you only work to grind for stuff. As a free player, if they have an event and they show you the new currency, grind to get as much of that as possible. Go to the chest, the new chests that they have available, because those are going to be limited. Those minions are going to be limited. They're going to leave after Halloween or after any other event. and you can trade all of that for everything that you see here. For all of these game passes, they all have value in gold, and you can trade whatever you get on those events for gold, therefore for these game passes, or directly from the pets or the minions to game passes. So as a free player, you really don't need to worry. The game has such a well-balanced economy, well-balanced, like it's so good. And I have a lot to talk about this. I'm working on a value list just for you guys. If you're stuck, you're not sure what stuff are worth, I'm gonna have everything sorted out. And today is the last day of Halloween. Tomorrow it's gonna be this new update 18. I can't wait to see it. And of course we're gonna check out everything that this update has to offer. Let me know if you enjoyed this video. I'd love to hear your feedback. And if you haven't liked the video, please do so, and don't forget to subscribe. That is all for me for today, and I'll see you all on the next one.